Hello and welcome to Human Behavior and the Social Environment 2, so that's Social Work 502 here at Widener University. My name is Dr. Eileen McCabe-Melcher and I am your professor this semester. It's great to be here with you and to meet you. I am actually a Widener MSW grad myself. I graduated from the program in 2000 and had a fantastic experience, which I hope that you're having here as well. Wanted to let you know that your success in the course is very important to me. So if you have any questions related to our course, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. The best way to reach me is via email. So you can reach me via email just by clicking on that little envelope icon here in Engage, or you can send me an email address at ajmccabe@mail.widener.edu. I have lots of office hour availability by appointment through phone and Skype, so I want you to remember that I am truly here to help you be successful in the course. So please make sure that you reach out to me if you feel like you're struggling with anything or need clarification with anything related to our class. So our Social Work 502 course really builds on the conceptual frameworks of human development with a strong emphasis on the biological, psychological, and environmental influences on social and emotional disturbances. We also have a real strong focus on the DSM-5. So I've got lots of great information to share with you here, and you can expect to receive about one video each week from me, just going over various assignments, talking about things that are happening on our discussion board, answering any questions that might have been frequently posed over the course of the week, or just diving in a little bit more deeply into some of the course material here. So now we're going to shift our attention and focus, just going down to the Start the Course icon here. So in terms of starting the course, now is a great time, if you haven't already done so, to carefully read our course syllabus as well as the course schedule. You should also take the time to explore the content in week 1 of the course so you can familiarize yourself with the course environment. So if you have any course site navigation questions or technical problems, please contact the Personal Support Center. They're very responsive to students' needs. So you can also post any questions on course content, assignments, and activities to the Ask the Instructor discussion forum at the end of the section here in Engage, or you can reach out to me directly. As I said before, I'm happy to help you with any questions that you may have. So there are 2 required texts for our particular course. The first one being Essentials of Psychiatric Diagnosis, Responding to the Challenges of the DSM-5, and the second required text being the actual DSM-5. So again, that's the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, the 5th edition, published by the American Psychiatric Association in the year 2013. And if you are interested in pursuing a career in clinical social work, being a clinician, conducting diagnostic interviews and doing psychotherapy as a course or a part of your career, these 2 books you may find are real keepers. So these are books that you may serve as references for you that you may want to purchase and hold on to, for a lifetime. I will allow you to make that decision for yourself. I realize that textbooks can be very expensive and that sometimes renting them just makes more sense. But just some words of experience here, you may find that these textbooks are really essential to practice. If you're intending to pursue or even thinking about practicing as a clinical social work after you graduate from the program. So now I'm just going to shift our focus a little bit and talk about some of our course requirements. So it's important to know that successful completion of this course requires satisfactory attendance, meeting appropriate academic and ethical standards, demonstrating that you're doing the required readings, participating in class activities with a B or better. So this course really provides an opportunity to enhance academic writing and critical thinking skills. So again, just wanted to stress those things before we dive into our work together. we wanted to spend some time just focusing on our course assignments. Class participation is worth 20% of the entire grade, and this participation is required weekly. So essentially, each week you're going to be asked to post in the discussion board forums on questions around that week's topic. So oftentimes you're going to be asked to reflect on the week's particular readings, videos, or other activities. So in addition to offering this discussion board prompt, you're also going to need to respond to one or two of your other peers' posts in the forum. So this is a real opportunity for you to think critically about the course material for you, and also to interact and get to know your other classmates. Also wanted to point out that you're expected to reference course materials and any outside sources as needed in discussions, providing APA citations when appropriate. In terms of important due dates, all of your initial discussion board posts are due by Thursday of the assigned week by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And check-ins and response posts addressed to your classmates are due by Sunday of the assigned week by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So unless it's otherwise specified, a sufficient post will be a minimum of 200 words, with some explanation expected, and a maximum of 500 words. So we're really trying to help you to be concise for further chart writing and things that follow up down the road. So unless otherwise specified, a sufficient response will be a minimum of 75 words and a maximum of 150 words. So the second part of your course assignment is comprised of quizzes. So you have your week 2 quiz questions, which are worth 10% of the final grade, and your week 4 quiz, which is worth 10% of the final grade. Those are both due on weeks 2 and 4. For the third part of course assignments, you have clinical vignettes, part 1 and 2, which are each worth 10% of the final grade. And I will be posting future videos on this that gives you a little bit more in-depth information about the vignettes. However, if you're ambitious and you'd like to work ahead, virtually all of the information is available right here in the Engage platform. Has a really helpful rubric so you understand all of the expectations and exactly what's being asked of you in these assignments here. The fourth aspect of our course assignments consists of a condition presentation, which is worth 10% of the final grade, due at week 6. And for these, each student will sign up for a mental health condition by Sunday of week 1. So you can present this in week 6 for discussion in week 7. So you are required to present the information in a brief PowerPoint using Screencast-O-Matic, which is the technology that I'm using to create this video for you right here and now. So 2 students will be signing up for each condition. So one student in role A will develop an overview of the condition and find a related video, 10 minutes or less, and the other student, role B, will present a summary of an article that is related to the condition and create a list of 3 to 5 national web sources. So again, I'll be presenting in the coming weeks different videos elaborating more on these particular assignments, this particular assignment of condition presentation. But again, all of the information is right here available in Engage. So everything's clearly spelled out with a nice concrete rubric. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me after you read about the assignment here in Engage. The fifth part of our course assignment here is a clinical vignette final cumulative paper, part 3, which is worth 30% of the grade and due week 6 of the course. So we're asking you to write a cumulative final paper addressing the complexities of diagnosis and assessment of the client selected for the vignettes. So your final paper should be no more than 12 pages, not including cover page and reference pages. So again, here's a nice, beautifully detailed description, including a rubric for your clinical vignette. So those are all of the major assignments spelled out there for you, so you have an excellent idea about the expectations and when the different assignments are due. I wanted to shift focus and draw your attention to our course schedule here in Engage, looking at week number 1. So all of the weekly readings and assignments are nicely sketched out for you here. I'm also going to be doing, again, one brief video each week just to go over the highlights here. So for week 1, we're going to be going over a course introduction, ethics, and assessment. Your assigned readings for week 1 are looking at the 5th edition of the DSM-5, becoming familiar with the general layout, just skimming through it. Then your second reading assignment comes from the essentials of psychiatric diagnosis, responding to the challenges of the DSM-5. I'm going to ask you to read chapter 1. Additionally, you want to make sure that you're reading all articles assigned on your course site, watching all of the videos, and exploring all websites assigned on your course site, completing all discussion form assignments, signing up for a topic for the informational presentation assignment, remembering that the presentation themselves are due week 6 and the discussion is due in week 7, and you want to choose one person for completing the 3 vignette assignments. So I realize that I just gave you lots of information there. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you be successful in the course, and I look forward to having a great semester here with you.